Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Virus, and yes, we are doing this Hawks Association. So let's get into it. It's just an update. Our first game, we won against the Suns. You see all these stats, and let's just say Joe Johnson. He's been doing good. You see, um, Shannon Brown killed us right there, but Joe Johnson had 27 points. Al Horford followed with 18, and then we had Josh with 17. Jeff Teague had a pretty good game, as you see, put up 9 assists. But like I said, and then right here we lost to pretty tough opponent in the Thunder. But like I said, I had to do this because I was recording in the wrong file type the whole time. So yeah, see, but we saw a lot from Al Horford from the Thunder as he scored 30 points. Joe Johnson having 17, Josh Smith having 16. So we're pretty much seeing the trend right here as our top three scorers. And I also told you I got a Tyler Honeycutt. So you see we played the Lakers and it's a pretty easy one, winning by 9. And we pretty much contained Bynum. As you saw Joe Johnson going 1-on-1 with Kobe that whole game and give him a big fight. Al Horford didn't score as much because, having to play defense on Bynum wears you out. And surprisingly or not, the Hornets are doing really good this season. And they were able to beat us. And Eric Gordon, I just could not stop him. Him and Carl Landry were unstoppable. And the Hornets play really good defense on this game. As you see, Josh Smith, having 24 points. He came out with his breakout game, having 4 blocks, along with Al Horford having 4. And Tyler Honeycutt, putting up 6. And you see Jeff Teague, not really. He's just, not scoring as much, but he's putting up the steals and the assists. And versus the Rockets, this was a sim game, so you'll see, Jeff Teague was our leading scorer, and then Joe Johnson only scored 8 points in this game, but this was simmed. So, when simming, you get these crazy stats. You see Tyler Honeycutt breaking out, scoring 16 points and having 9 rebounds. Kevin Martin, as always, always scores like 30 points. And versus the Pacers, as you see, we play Paul George, and he was really the only one that kept them in this game. Other than that, it was a pretty easy game. Joe Johnson having 28, shooting pretty good from the field, and Jeff Teague having 9 points and a couple steals, couple blocks. Now versus the Wizards was pretty too easy. I mean, nobody could guard Joe as he having another 29-point game. Josh Smith having 17, and Tyler Honeycutt had the matchup versus Rashad Lewis's game, so he got 15 points and shot efficient from the field. And then you see Jordan Crawford, he did all he could to keep his team in it, but just could not do it. Versus Memphis, it was a what 8-point game. We did end up winning though. You see Josh having a good game. Joe Johnson kind of struggled, but you see OJ Mayo and Rudy Gay have very efficient games. Or yeah, efficient games. As Marcus Saul, being a defensive leader right there with 4 blocks. Josh Smith, I think, had 5 that game. All right, here versus the Nets. The Nets are really good on this game, but you see, I had to go through Al Horford. They had Jarrett Wallace guarding Joe Johnson most of the game, so I had to go to Al Horford and Jeff Teague as Jeff Teague had 13. And you see Darren Williams killing me with 20 points and 5 assists. And now versus Portland, this was also a sim game, and we ended up losing by a lot, by 15 points. This was really unexpected. I think I had actually started the game, and I was losing by 10, and I just did not feel like playing anymore, so I simmed the rest of it. And then, yeah, and you see Drew Cook, a 7'4" center. I had just signed him this game, and we are going to develop him. You see Wesley Matthews and Nicholas Batum went off this game as they both hit like pretty much 4 threes. Now, the Dallas Mavericks game, here we go. Joe Johnson scored 19, and I have a couple of I think I have maybe 1 or 2 games recorded from this, so you guys will actually see the game. I mean, you'll see. I mean, you'll know the result, but I figured that you guys probably still want to see. I think it's the Mavericks game. I might have the Mavericks game recorded, and yeah, but I did not record the Sacramento game or the Milwaukee game. The next game you guys will see is the Heat game. We probably see the Mavericks game and then the Heat game. So unless you guys don't want me to upload the Mavericks game, you see Al Horford went off this game with the 4 blocks. Josh Smith had 6. Joe Johnson, as you've seen these recent games, has been struggling lately, as he only had 13 points. Jeff Teague almost getting triple double, or kind of close. But Tyreek Evans, he was putting up the stats. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, 24 points. And with the Nets, I did say Jared Wallace. I don't think it was Jared Wallace. I'm not sure. It might have been somebody else. I thought it was Jared Wallace, but I think that was the game where Jared Wallace was guarding Joe Johnson, and Joe Johnson could not get his stats. But you see Joe Johnson bouncing back versus the Hawks. I mean, not the Hawks, but the Bucks. As it was, a close game. I played it. No, it wasn't Monte Ellis. They traded Monte Ellis. They had Paul George. And now I'm gonna show you my lineup. You see, I got Jeff T, Kurt Heinrich, Joe Johnson, Willie Green, Tracy McGrady injured, and I pretty much signed him right after this. I think Marvin Williams and Tyler Honeycutt. Tyler Honeycutt starting. Josh Smith, Ivan Johnson, Al Horford, Zaza, and Drew Cook. And yeah, so now we're gonna show you the stats. I think nope, we're gonna show you all the trades. Now, I think will be it. As you see, we ended up trading Tyler Honeycutt. I already said that. Jared Dudley, Michael Redford, Dallin Beer. The Suns making a trade to send Gortat to the Hornets. The Rockets trading for Steve Nash. The Kings trading for Gerald Wallace. The Raptors trading for Verjao. Kings or OKC, I think got John Salmons in the end though. I don't know. I think OKC and the Bulls make a trade where OKC gets John Simons, or maybe that's in a different thing. I think that's in a different thing. I think that's in my player. Never mind. You see all these trades: Paul George for Monte Ellis, Thaddeus Young for Antoine Jameson, and the Rockets. Repeatedly, being in this and the Pacers, them teams and the Cavaliers are all trading their players. I don't know why. The Hornets getting a couple picks for Alfred Aminu, and it seems like the Rockets is like F this. We're just gonna trade everybody. And you see, Andrew Bogut with the torn MCL out for a couple months. I think he had that injury in real life too. I'm not sure, but you see Kwame Brown out with a broken hand. But that is pretty much it. I don't know what else I'm about to show. I guess the signings, just going up and down them. I mean, these aren't really important as you see. The Heat signed Greg Oden. I think that's just the biggest signing, and everybody else was just a re-sign pretty much. Keith Bogan's going to the Lakers. Steve Nash re-signing as a Rocket. Roy Hibbert re-signing as a Pacer. And that is pretty much it. So peace out, everybody, and thank you for watching. And next we will see the Mavs game or maybe the Heat game. I'll think about it, but peace.